Hi everyone, this is Soumyadi Paul, a mentor at CodeKerdos and a software developer at Amazon, and welcome to day 13 of our DSA series. Now, in day 12, we were learning about two-pointer method. Okay, and we saw a version of a two-pointer method where we were given an array, something like this, and the question was that we had to move all the negative elements to the left and the positive elements to the right. This was the question. And there we used a two-pointer method where we started one pointer from the left side and one pointer from the right side. And both were coming towards each other. This one was moving here, this one was moving here. And if you remember the code, the logic was pretty simple. That what do I want? I want the negative elements on the left side and the positive elements on the right side. So if my pointer 1 comes across some positive element and my pointer 2, right pointer, comes across some negative element, then both are wrong. Pointer 1 is coming across positive element, but it should have negative, and pointer 2 from the right should have positive elements, but it is coming across negative element. So if that is the case, then we swap them. This was the logic, isn't it? Now today we will be looking at solving the same question in a different approach. So in two-pointer, we have two types of two-pointer solutions. First is both pointers start from left. Okay, both pointers start from left. Another is one pointer starts from left. Okay. And another from right. Okay. And if you remember, this is exactly what we did on day 10, isn't it? In this question, we had one pointer starting from left and one pointer starting from right. And if you remember day 10's question, we had this exact question where we solved it using this method. Now, the exact same question, we will be solving it using this method. Okay. So let's start. Let me bring up my code editor. Here, suppose I have a convert function. I'll pass the array. I'll pass, the array. And then after that, after I have passed it to the function, I'll print this array. Okay. So in this convert function, I'll receive the array, and now I have two pointers. But now both these pointers are starting from 0. Okay, both these pointers are starting from 0. That wasn't the case in our day 10's video. Also, if you have not watched our day 10's video, which is this one, two pointer method explained in arrays explained, day 10, do watch this first. Okay, do watch this first. But if you have watched that, then you know that we were solving the same question. The question was, in an array, move all the negative numbers to the left. Okay. And the positive numbers to the right. Okay. This was the question. And we solved it using this two-pointer method, where one pointer was starting from first, one was starting from right, from the end. But today we'll be solving it using this method, where both of them will be starting from the first. So both my pointers P2 as well will be starting from here, and both will be moving to the right. Okay, so let us solve this. And our logic will exactly be the same. Okay, logic will exactly be the same. In that question also, on day 10 also, we had 4 cases. What were the 4 cases? If both the pointers are pointing at positive numbers, both the pointers are pointing at positive numbers. The second condition is P1 is pointing at a positive number, but P2 is pointing at a negative number. Okay. Third condition is both the pointers are pointing at negative numbers. And the fourth condition is P1 is pointing at a negative number and P2 is pointing at a positive number. Okay, these four conditions. Now in these four conditions we have to do something. You see, what I want to do is a very same thing, a very similar thing. What we'll be doing is, now if my P2, okay, consider it that P2, consider it that, suppose that, let me start it from 1, okay. So P2 is kind of the right pointer, okay, kind of the right pointer. So look at it like this. Sorry, let us have it from 0 itself, okay. Again, remember what we did on day 10, and when we had left and right, here also assume, even though both are starting from 0, assume that P2 is the right one. Okay, assume P2 is the right one, right pointer. So what we'll do is, if both are pointing to positive numbers, first scenario is both are pointing to positive numbers. I want negative on my left, positive on my right. Okay. So if both are pointing at positive numbers, so that means positive is on left, positive is on right. I want negative on the left. Okay. So P1 is pointing at a wrong number. P1 should be pointing to negative numbers, but it is pointing to positive number. So it is pointing at a wrong number. So I'll keep P1 as it is. P2 is pointing at a correct number. So I'll move P2 ahead. Okay, I'll move P2 ahead. Okay. Now, if P1 is pointing at a positive number and P2 is pointing at a negative number, then P1 should be pointing to a negative number since it is the left one, but it is pointing a positive number. And P2 should be pointing to a positive number, but unfortunately it is pointing a negative number. So both are wrong. When both are wrong, we swap. When both are wrong, we swap. Okay, done. When both are wrong, we swap. Okay, and when we have swapped, we move both the pointers. Third scenario, both are negative. So P1 is at a negative number, P2 is at a negative number. P1 is correct. It should have negative and it is having a negative number. But P2 should be pointing to the positive number because it is the right one. But it is pointing at a negative number. So P2 is wrong, but P1 is correct. So I will move ahead the P1 pointer and keep P2 as it is, in hopes that maybe when P1 points to a wrong number, we'll swap them again. Else, the last condition is P1 is pointing a negative number, P2 is pointing a positive number. P1 should point at a negative number. It is pointing at a negative number, great. P2 should point at a positive number and it is also pointing at a positive number, great. So both are correct. I'll just move the pointers, that's it. Okay, done, that's it. So now, if I run this code, you see? Okay, but there are some issues. Okay, there are some issues. So what is this issue? Oh, my bad. I completely missed this point, that this should be inside a while loop, isn't it? Otherwise it was running, it was executing just once. My bad. I missed this silly thing. Okay, yeah. Now if I run this code, you see, this is working perfectly fine, isn't it? This is working perfectly fine. All the negative numbers are to the left, -1, 2, -1, -8. And all the positive numbers are towards the right, 4, 3, 7, 9, 10. Okay, so this is working perfectly fine. So we could solve the very same problem, exact same problem, using two pointer methods. And in this way and in this way, both the ways are working perfectly fine. Okay. So as a developer, you can use whichever method you want, but you should know that these both methods exist and they work and they somehow do the same task. Okay. So that's it for today's session. That's it for day 13 of the DSA series. I'll see you all on day 14 of the DSA series. And if you want to learn these DSA concepts and system design in a much more in-depth manner from developers who work at Amazon, Microsoft, Google, etc., then do join CodeKerdos.